Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, still seeds. Oh, hello. My name is Eli Whitney, and I'm going to tell you about the story of my life. I was born December 8th, 1765. My education was Yale College, 1789 through 1792, Leicester Academy. My occupation, inventor, Massachusetts. Place of birth was Westboro. Invention, cotton gin. Cotton gin. The cotton gin was made out of wood, metal, and cotton, and created cotton. So it was named the cotton gin. Cotton gin. A machine that quickly and easily separates cotton fibers from their seeds, allowing for greater than manual cotton separation. Cotton gin. It took hours to make the cotton. I patented the cotton gin. It was significant because it greatly speeded up the process of removing seeds from cotton fiber. By the mid-19th century, cotton was America's leading export. Sadly, I died January 8th, 1825. I was buried Grove Street Cemetery, New Haven, Connecticut.
Hello, my name is Wilbur Wright. Let me start my story in 1867. That's when I was born. 4 years later, I got a younger brother named Orville.
That's me. In 1896, we started the Wright Cycle Company where we handled bicycles.
On September 6th, 1900, I recall, because of a model glider, we
went to Kitty Hawk to attempt to make the first successful airplane, but we were unsuccessful. Then, 2 years later, we tried the Wright Flyer 2. We were successful and flew for 52 seconds.
So we built another one. The Wright Flyer 3 was successful and flew for 5 minutes.
So a telegraph was sent all over the country, and our names went down in history.
Airplanes have made a huge difference, with millions traveling every day.
Hi, do you need me to do your hair? Oh, sorry, it's you. I have the perfect product to make your hair beautiful. My name is Madam C.J. Walker, but my real name is Sarah Breedlove. My parents' names are Owen and Minerva. They lived on a cotton farm. They were also former slaves. I married Mose McWilliams, and we had a daughter. Her name was Leela. I washed clothes for a living. It made my scalp dry. Then my hair fell out. I did something about it. I did it the Walker way. I mixed vegetables and chemicals to create new products to grow back your hair, like the wonderful hair grower, which is this one. After that, I created many more. I became a millionaire and bought a mansion. That was my story.
Hi, my name is Mr. Marconi. You may recognize me because I invented the radio. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's begin where it all started. I was born on April 25th, 1874 in Vaglist, Italy. I did not get to go to college because I failed the entrance exam, but that did not stop me from inventing the radio. I sent signals across the English Channel. I won the Nobel Peace Prize for my invention in 1911. People use radios a lot these days for entertainment, news, keeping up with sports, and even the military uses them to keep in touch. I died in 1937 in Rome, Italy.
But hold on, I gotta get my thought. This one.
name is Benjamin Franklin. I was born January 17, 1706, in Boston, Massachusetts. I had 9 brothers and 7 sisters. When I was 12, I was an apprentice at my brother James's printing shop. When I was 17, I ran away to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There I met Deborah Reed and had 3 children, William, Sarah, and Francis. I had quite a few inventions. I can't name all of them, but some of them are the lightning rod, the bifocals, the glass harmonica, and the Franklin stove. When I didn't patent any of my inventions, I wanted everybody to use them. In 1752, I did my famous kite experiment with a kite string tied around a key during a thunderstorm to prove that lightning is the same thing as electricity. People still use lightning rods today to prevent their houses from burning down when they're struck by lightning. Sadly, I died April 17th, 1790 at the age of 84, but my inventions still live on.
No, this doesn't work. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I was just trying out my new invention. My name is Sarah E. Goody. My invention is called a cabinet bed. I made it from this. Wait a minute. I'm jumping over my whole life. Let me start from the beginning of my life. I was born a slave in 1855. My parents are also former slaves. I'm second of 7 children, Oliver and Harriet Jacobs. I married Archibald Goody. We had 6 children. After I received my freedom at the end of the Civil War, I moved to Chicago. I eventually became an entrepreneur. I owned a furniture store in Chicago, Illinois. The idea for my venture came out of necessity of times. Most people I knew lived in small homes, or they lived in studios, and they had minimum habitat space. I invented a cabinet bed that provides people that live in small homes so they can expand their space efficiently. When the bed was folded up, it looked like a desk. The desk was fully functional with space for storage. I was the first African American woman to be granted a patent by the U.S. Sadly, I died in 1910 at age 55. Well, I gotta make more of what they call Murphy beds.
Hi, my name is John Deere. I was born in Rutland, Vermont in 1804. I invented the steel plow. In the old days it was made of wood and pulled by horses. I've made it better because it's made of steel. It was made at Grand Detour, Illinois. It was invented to plow the rich, sticky soil of the South. Now it's easier for farmers. The steel plow has improved a lot. It's more powerful, bigger, has a stronger engine, and is now pulled by tractors. If I didn't invent the steel plow, John Deere products wouldn't be invented. Unfortunately, I died in 1886 in my own home. I will always be remembered for inventing the steel plow. That's all about me and the steel plow.
Hello, I am Charles Babbert. Let me tell you about my life story. I was born in 1791 in Lowell, Surrey on December 26th. I was one of the 4 born to banker Benjamin Babbage and Elizabeth Teague. I attended Trinity, Cambridge in 1810 to study mathematics. I graduated without honors from Peterhouse in 1814. I married Virginia Whitmore in 1814 also. In 1817, I received an MA. I had 8 children. Only 3 of them lived to adulthood. In 1827, my wife, 2 of my children, and my father died. After my father's death, I inherited a sizable fortune between $6 million and $30 million. One of my famous quotes was, "If unwarned by my example, any man shall succeed with really constructing an engine upon different principles or by simple mechanical means. I have no problem leaving my reputation for the man shall appreciate the efforts of nature and the value of the results. I hated swimming before I went to Trinity Cambridge, so I wanted to invent water shoes. But sadly I failed and I had to swim for the rest of my life. I invented 2 calculators and the computer. I wanted to make mathematical calculation human error free. I died in 1871, Kensal Green Cemetery. I was elected a fellow of the Royal Society and the Lucent Chair of Mathematics 1828 to 1839. And that was my life.
Hi, my name is Alexander Graham Bell. I was born March 2nd in Nova Scotia. My parents were Lynna Bell and Martha Bell. And when I grew up, I was an engineer, a scientist, an inventor, and an innovator. I invented the telephone, and both my mom and wife were deaf, which helped with the work with the telephone. And I died in 1922, April 3rd, 1922 in United Kingdom, in England.
Sorry I was late. I was just riding on the sleeping car that I, George Pullman, invented. Let's go on it to hear my story. I was born March 3rd, 1831, Brockton, New York. My mom and dad were James Lewis Pullman and Emily Caroline Knoll. Before the sleeping car came out, it was a rough, uncomfortable, bumpy train ride. But when it came out, it was longer, bigger, and better. And you couldn't get squished. Without George Pullman, we wouldn't have a fun bullet train or a train to get to Disney. I'm sure someone else would have came up with it, but I'm glad we had him.
Hi, I invented the potato chips, and I'm George Crumb. I invented the potato chips in 1853, and assuming you want to know my story, I was born in 1822, and this is how I invented the potato chips. I had a customer, and he ordered fries, and I gave him the fries, but he said they are too thick, so I made them thinner. He still said they are too thick, so I made them thinner. So I made them as thin as possible, and he loved the invention of the potato chips. Here's some fun facts. I was married 5 times, and my dad was a jockey. That's why we moved down to Saratoga Lake. And I'm assuming you want to know about the history of potato chips. If it wasn't for my invention, no other chip would be invented like all the other flavors with barbecue and sour cream and onion.
Oh, I apologize. I did not see you there. I was just mixing ingredients. Hello, my name is John Pemberton. I invented the Coca-Cola. It is a nice, refreshing soft drink, but it didn't start out that way. Let's take it back to the beginning. I was born July 8, 1831. I, Mr. Pemberton, studied medicine and pharmacy. At the age of 19, I was licensed to practice pharmacy in 1850. I even grew up in Rome, Georgia, where my family had lived for almost 30 years. But my very gift was medical chemistry rather than ordinary medicine. In fact, a long time ago, I was a most respected member of the state's medical establishment. But shall you want to know more about the impact? Oh, so you say yes.
Well, I sold the Coca-Cola recipe to a man named Mr. Chandler. Because I sold the recipe to Mr. Chandler, he started the Coca-Cola Company. Now, because of that company, there are many other soft drink sodas that we love, like Sierra Mist, different types of Cokes, like Cherry Coke, Cherry Vanilla Coke. There are even Pepsi and many more. But sadly, August 16th, 1888, I died. But my history will live on because of my brilliant invention. Now there's a place called the World of Coke where you can learn much more about me and my invention, Coke. There are many fun exhibits where you can learn all things. And you can even take a picture with our Coca-Cola bear and a picture sitting on the Coca-Cola American Idol chair.
Hello, my name is Jordan Eastman. I'm an American. I was born in Waterloo, New York on July 1854. I was named after my father. I had no family after my family died. I introduced the Brownie camera and the home movie camera. I'm mostly known for inventing a camera that anyone could use. I started the Kodak Company in Rochester, New York. I donated the $1 million to charity. The circle members pledged $59 million. My circle members joined to help University of Rochester. The Kodak camera changed because not just photographers use it, but everybody uses it.
Oh, hello there. I didn't see you. Would you like to hear about the story of my life? I was born in 1864 in Missouri. I was too young to work on my father's farm, so I taught myself to read instead. And after that, I went school hunting. Most schools would not let me in because I was African American. After I got my college degree, I invented 300 products for peanuts. And I also worked with sweet potatoes and soybeans. It took a lot of work, but I did it. I also gave a speech to cotton farmers about their cotton. I made them switch crops in between cotton and peanuts every year. My inventions traveled all over the world, but sadly I died January 5th, 1943. And that was the story of my life.
Hi, you've probably never heard of me, but my name is Shigeru Miyamoto. I invented Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Yoshi, Toad, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Princess Peach, and Zelda. Now I'll tell you a little bit about my life. When I was a child, I didn't really have any toys, so I made my own out of wood and string. As I got older, I explored a bamboo forest behind my town. When I was 7 or 8, I found a hole in the ground and saw nothing but darkness. The next day, I came with a lantern and shimmied through the dark caves. Over the summer, I kept returning to the cave to explore. Now I'll tell you a little bit about my invention, Mario. The new Super Mario Bros. Was the best-selling video game until Wii Sports surpassed it 2 years ago. The Super Mario Bros. Franchise has sold more than 2,040 million units. That's not including Mario Kart, Mario Party, and other offshoots, which have sold millions more. I created Mario while developing Donkey Kong. Originally, I wanted to create a video game that had Popeye, Bluto, and olive oil, but I never got permission. In a poll last year of 9,000 video game developers, I was the runaway winner. Oh wait. In a poll of last year of 9,000 video game developers who were asked to name their ultimate development hero, I was the runaway winner.
I'm Joseph Ryan, and I was born in 1767, and I invented the chocolate bar. When my dad owned more than one experimental chocolate factory, and when he died, I took over the chocolate factories, and that's how I made the new big thing, the first candy bar, the chocolate bar. And this inspired other people to make other candy bars like Hershey's, Milky Way, and Baby Ruth. And there's so many, I bet you can't name them all. By the way, what's your favorite candy bar?
Oh hi, I will be with you real quick. I just have to pull out my batch of cookies that I made myself. Hi, I am Ruth Wakefield, and I am famous for inventing the chocolate chip cookies. I was born June 17, 1903. I was educated at Framingham State Normal School Department of Household Arts. I am an American. I called my creation the Toll House Crunch Cookies. I made the chocolate chip cookies on accident. I was just making a batch of chocolate cookies for my roadside inn guest. Then I discovered something new, baker's chocolate, and decided to put them in my batch of cookies for me to make. Then I pulled them out of the oven and found something new, and I called them the chocolate chip cookies, named after the Toll House restaurant. Half of all baked cookies are chocolate chip cookies because parents love to make them with their children or anyone else. You bake them up to 375 degrees. They got moms to bake cookies with their children. They are yummy treats for kids. They provide factories. The largest cookie that was ever made was 102 feet wide and over 40,000 pounds. They were the best cookies ever made. Cookies make kids smile. I died January 10th, 1977. Well, that is it for today. Bye.
Hi, I'm Thomas Edison. I was just testing out some light bulbs. I invented a light bulb that would burn longer. The reason why I invented the light bulb is because people use fire and things like that to see, and the first light bulbs burnt out quickly. Because of my invention, cities like Atlanta have lots of light during the night. If it weren't for my invention, there would be no stoplights, Christmas lights, and much more. Here are some facts about me. I was born February 11th, 1847. I am a prolific inventor. I invented over 1,000 inventions. Sadly, I died October 18th, 1931. Now that my inventions have a great success, people use them much more. It was a lot of work,